Oh, hi there. Welcome to my shop. If I were sitting at my computer, I wouldn't watch this video. It's too boring. Wives make us do things we don't like to do all the time. Shouldn't be much of a chore, but I need to sharpen some knives. Our kitchen knives. And the wife has asked me to do this since we got here. But I was concerned the cycle difference and the alternating current might hurt my Worksharp. This Kenya Onion edition. This Worksharp. But a friend of ours across the street running the same problem said, well, we're going to run all of our electrical equipment on transformers until it breaks, and then we'll buy new ones. Somehow that struck just the right word to me, and now I don't. So this video is how to use this machine. Now, if you're looking for a professional how-to video on how to use the Worksharp Ken Onion edition, keep looking. You haven't found it. But if you want to see how not to use tools, please continue to watch. I start on this grit. Don't know what it is. It's a grit. It's more grit than I should. And this never seems to go on here real nicely. It just somehow manages to be awkward. I think that's I would say even my main complaint. Well, there. So, going through the knives. One thing I learned, once again this was on YouTube, is how to see a knife sharp. Running your thumb over it doesn't really help. How it cuts is pretty good. But looking at it, kind of straight on the edge, grabbing the light properly, you should be able to see where it's dull and how dull it is by how much light the edge grabs. If the light is reflecting back to you, it means that there's enough surface there for your eye to catch it. And there's not a lot. There's a nick or two. I'll never be able to get this on camera. Maybe I'll try here. Yeah, this is one of the reasons you gotta have a autofocuser here. Oh well. It doesn't focus while I'm videoing anyway. Well, you have to take my word for it, I guess. There's some nicks. But that one seems alright. It seems unnecessary to have quite such a coarse one. So I don't really want to take off any more material than it's needed. That one's not too bad. Maybe I'm not looking at these too well here. Oh, this one just came out of the dishwasher. It's warm. I'm going to try to get all of these done today. Oh! Well, that one's pretty dinged up. That one's got some onion on it from a couple days ago, I guess. Oh, and this one's been abused. That one will be glad to run through this machine. Pretty powerful little tool for this project, especially with not a lot to come on. I happened to purchase this because I made a handful of knives as wedding presents a little while ago, and that made this process for 6 knives go a lot faster. From no edge to edge was necessary. But now that I have it, why not use it? Now, a guy that's really into knives knows a lot more about these things than I do. Might say something like, well, I'm sharpening all these knives exactly the same. Paring knife, butcher's knife. I don't have a bread knife here. Well, these are my knives, and I use them all for about the same purposes. So, I make them all about the same sharpness, and they all last about the same time, and I rotate them through. When one's dirty, I use another one. The only exceptions would be maybe I would use this one when it's sharp, probably a little bit more, or this one. Now this one's a little size difference. The serrated bread knife, I don't know how to sharpen those. Okay, the nicks are all gone. That might have been too aggressive of a grit for my purposes. Oh well, made the job go by quick. Well, let's put 242. Those seem like they're sharpening up nice. They guide here. I saved. I don't know if you can read that thing. It was inside the box I got. And you see, it's got suggested pocket knives, kitchen knives. Well, if I use it for slicing meat or skinning vegetables, it's got a kind of a chart, a flow chart here. It says, oh, it's dull. And I'll put it at 20 degrees on low speed and take this belt and that belt and do this many strikes and you should have a sharp knife. Well, take it as you will. The part that really sold me on this particular machine is how a belt works versus how a diamond stone works. Now, how this can beat a diamond stone is it creates a convex knife edge that puts more material where it's needed. The only way I could do it is draw a little picture. But here's some common knife edges. Yeah, and if you can see, this one would work kind of on a traditional diamond stone. Now this one, you can get this various ways, but most common is putting it on your wheel grinder. Yeah, the grinding wheel goes right here. But this is one on the Ken Onion edition, these belt-driven ones. And what this does is there's more material right here, which just makes the edge a little more skookum. So it should, in theory, the same steel and everything else being equal, this should be a slightly hold an edge just slightly longer. And that's the way I drew it. It doesn't look as sharp, and that's probably partially true, that I can't get quite as sharp that way. Ever increasing inverse relationship, sharpness versus durability. Is this the one I just worked on? Well, looks like, well, let's give it a couple passes.